energy, no.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Claude Makaleli, a player whose name entered the very language of... He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Vermin. Tonali.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he plays one through. Timber. Dani Olmo. Kvaratskhelia. Decent progress down the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And it's Tonali. And this is Van Basten. Nicked it back promptly. Nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot! Goal! Wolfsburg! And it's Wolfsburg who take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Wolfsburg have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mateus, Conte, and here's Lopez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Azar! In for the pieces! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Conte! He's missed, but not by that far. It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Conte. Conte. And it's Tonali. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a promising position. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
A heavy challenge. This possibly the last play of the half. It's a mighty effort! There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Wolfsburg have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 3, Alessandro.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him.
Wolfsburg carrying a one-goal lead.
Beckham.
Played header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Strong running down that left flank. Mateus pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is...
Azar! Azar! The man's a genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be a...
It's fantastic! It's bounced back off the post. He's trying to hit the front line here. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Makalele looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Mateus.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Makalele. Makalele puts his foot on the gas. Fermin. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's been won straight back. And it's Timber. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's intervened well there. Wolfsburg can consider themselves just about safe now. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Schneider. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Tonali. He has found the way through. Distributed tidily. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Beckham. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that will be the final act. So smiles all round.